You've probably driven by a home on Church Street in Elmira that used to be a magnificent mansion. Now the owners of this historic property are trying to raise millions of dollars to give it to new life. RT News reporter Nick Dabina has more on the new feature at the mansion and what it could become.
These new works of art that look like windows now cover the outside of the historic Richardson-Kennedy house on Church Street. But the future of this mansion that's now more than 150 years old looks uncertain.
An artist who has done these beautiful, lovely, I have people looking out the windows where there haven't been people looking out the windows in I don't know how many years, to bring some life back to this property and to show that there is still an interest in it.
Sue Skidmore is the executive director of the Near West Side Neighborhood Association. It's a nonprofit group trying to raise money to save the 154-year-old Richardson-Kennedy house on West Church Street. We are in the main entrance.
Yeah, and there's no grand staircase.
The house gets its name from two of its original owners, shoemaker Jackson Richardson and Daniel Kennedy, president of Kennedy Valve. A different owner later turned the home into a beauty school, salon, and apartments known as the Ritz Carriage House. In 2007, a fire severely damaged the property. It later went into foreclosure. In 2011, Chemung County sold the house to the Near West Side Neighborhood Association for $1.
We received a grant through New York State. It's an environmental protection fund. It was $350,000 and we put in $150,000, so that just put a new roof on it. But along with that comes a covenant of what you can do with this property. So it has to be a mixed use, and it also has to be open to public on the first floor. The rooms are huge. It's a huge house, but there's not a lot of rooms in there. But we could make it two very comfortable, good-sized apartments and then some sort of business on the first floor. It could also be a doctor's office. You could have an office on one side and examining rooms on the other. Here is your modern communication center.
An estimated price tag for restoration?
Asked me a couple years ago, I would have said $1 million to $2 million. It could be pushing it up to 4 or 5 because it needs everything. It's actually just a shell inside. The walls are standing, doorways are there.
What is the value, beyond the monetary value, of giving it a new life?
You know, historic in Elmira is really local history. And when we lose our history, we lose kind of ourselves. It's part of our culture and our heritage. And we are going to work ourselves to go forward, whether we do the work or we get the plans and the funding and pass it on to the next owner. But this building is still alive.